What's up, SGDI family? My name is Yusuf Jai.
And I'm Shama Shazam, and we're the host of
SGDI Talks. And today, we got two amazing guests that came on. People we consider our brothers with a lot going on. We got a big topic at hand, but before we get into the topic, as we always do, we're going to let them introduce themselves, and then we're going to dive right in. Fellas, what's up, man?
What's up, man? Sully, photographer, designer, straight out of Philly, man. What's up, man?
I go by Benji, entrepreneur, straight out of Southwest, man.
Yeah.
All right.
All right, bro. So, guys, this is a big topic, honestly. This thing right here, I know a lot of people are going to feel for it. So the topic that we're going to go today is the pandemic. You know, how did it affect you? How was it like going into it? How was it during? And how has it been after? So the first question that we're going to really go into as far as that pandemic is essentially like, what was your initial thoughts when going into the pandemic? Like, how did, when it first started, it was like, yo, it's only going to last a week. It's only going to last the next 2 weeks. And then it just kept going. So like, how did you guys, what was your initial thoughts when this was all going? Like, how did you feel when they explained what COVID was
like
and how it happened?
You heard about it. Like,
I'm going to be honest, when I first heard about COVID, I'm thinking this shit going to last like no more than a month.
Yeah.
The only reason why I didn't care about it, because I was in college, and I'm like, all right, we about to get out of school. Like, they about to shut this shit down. Like, we good. Like, I ain't know nothing about home. I ain't know nothing about being at home doing schoolwork. If I would have knew all that work we got to do online, I'd be like, shit, keep me in school. I still want to keep me in school. You get what I'm saying? But I'm thinking this shit going to be done like in a month.
Yeah, no, thanks.
That's when they really start closing everything down. Like,
one by one.
They got
everything.
Barbershop, all that.
Yeah.
Wait, how long did it last?
Really, honestly speaking, COVID lasted about like, to the extent, the shutdown, it lasted about like 8 months.
Bro, it was a minute. It felt like we was there for
it lasted like
bro.
8 months because really things didn't open up until like January of the next year, honestly.
And that's little.
Yeah, I thought the same.
You still had to get on airplanes with the mask on.
Exactly.
They shut everything down.
Yeah, like it was, bro. You better than me because I thought it was gonna last about like a week or two, honestly. Because remember there was I think it was swine flu. Like it only was in 2-3 states, and they cut that real quick. Like Ebola was the last big thing that kind of scared everybody, to be honest, because it was like going to different countries and this and the third.
They ain't really shut nothing down.
They ain't really.
Nothing got shut down.
Nothing got shut down.
See, COVID, I thought it was like I didn't think it was gonna get big. How they start saying they gonna shut down.
Yeah.
Schools, like you can't fly out, like shut down, like what they was saying, like you can't even go out, you can't even go to a restaurant.
Yeah, bro, it's crazy, man.
Yeah, you gotta stay in the house, you gotta quarantine.
It will forever be in our history. That's something that we lived through. That's something crazy. Like it's till this day, it's still like.
Guess what though?
In the head.
How like your life before the pandemic and your life now is completely different.
Completely different.
It changed.
Yeah, it's a new normal now.
Whatever we was doing at that time and whatever we got going on now, it's different. It wasn't in our plans.
Yeah.
And then it was 2020. Like, you imagine that's the start of a new decade. Everybody got all these plans. We was really.
Everybody thinking like you're gonna go into this new decade. Like,
heavy about what we about to do.
Yeah, we gonna do this. We gonna do this. God, like y'all.
And like to your point, when I found out, it was from my school. They emailed us at Temple like, for the remainder of the semester, we gonna be online. But I was not like because my reaction was different because the school was a leverage we was using it for. So we had a casting call coming up at Temple. So I'm thinking, wait, so that means I gotta cancel this. Now we think about the show. So I called Shama, called E. Yo, what's this thing about the pandemic? Because I'm kind of like,
I'm hesitant.
I'm a little worried because I know we got a lot of stuff going on outside. Yeah. That's a lot of our motion. We got events coming up. So
we was literally
when we hearing about all this, I'm like, I didn't prepare myself to understand this was happening. It just felt like abruptly I heard about this thing called COVID, and I gotta.
It felt like it cut your feet out from under you a little bit. Because like even for.
And it took our jobs away.
Yeah.
It did, bro.
Yeah.
How can we forget that, bro?
Bro, I forgot about that.
I was working at Delta, and they say, yo, like, they don't need us no more. Yeah, at the airport.
Yeah.
That's what he said?
Yeah, bro.
During that time, bro, is when we found out what furloughed meant. Like, I never knew what that meant, bro. People kept throwing out. I was like,
bro,
yo, what happened?
could've-
It was like, yo, I got
like-
furloughed. What does that mean? And like to the viewers who don't know what furloughed means, essentially it's like being fired without being fired. Essentially, you're on the bench. Essentially, you're not getting paid, but
No, but they told us collect unemployment checks.
oh wow, they just cut it.
Yeah.
Until when? Like until the whole thing just
I
shit
didn't
over?
stick around to try and find out.
Yeah.
That's why I jumped into photography.
Yeah, cause one.
Go crazy
Yeah.
that year.
That was that whole transition.
Yeah.
Like, and
Is that what made you really go in, or that was in the works anyway?
when I was sitting at home, it was just like, I know I don't want to go back to the airport. And I know photography is something that I love doing. So let me start like making that a career. So when they had the protests, remember the protests? And then when I went viral off that picture, and then when I'm like, okay, cool. I think I could do this. I remember I think we were sitting down like around Landmark. I'm like, bro,
We was at Landmark, and you was like, I was like, yo, so what you? Yeah, I told him like, yo, what you gonna do? He said, I ain't working for nobody no more.
Nope.
And I even said like, yo, watch how you talking. You know what I'm saying? He said, yo, Reem, I'm not doing none of this shit no more.
I'm not doing
Yeah,
it.
that's crazy.
I said, all right.
No, I feel that. Like it kind of goes into one of the other questions that we had too. So like, let's talk about being in the moment of it. Like, how was your mental like during that time?
I think mentally during the pandemic, it was so much going on for me. My dad got sick, uncles was dying.
That's another thing.
I
People
can't
losing
really,
family members.
I can't really, and plus, like me in general, though, I'm always by myself. You get what I'm saying? So it's a lot to take in. Like I gotta be the man of the family. I gotta make sure
Everything good.
If I break down, everybody else break down.
Yeah.
And that shit kind of hard. Even as a businessman, like y'all all could relate. Like you could smile throughout the day, but at night, what you doing?
Yeah.
How you feeling?
That's heavy. I felt that.
Like mentally, that shit really drains you, especially if you don't got nobody in your corner.
Yeah.
Like somebody could be in your corner, but if they really in your corner, do they really understand you?
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
That's huge.
You could communicate with someone, but they understanding what you're going through.
Or they comprehend it.
Or they comprehend it. And guess what though?
Comprehension.
Like people go walk with you, but being in your same shoes is different.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
They might see what you're going through, but feeling what you're going through, yeah. So, shit like that, but I ain't gonna lie, the pandemic really, it was made for hustlers though.
Yeah.
Talk
about it.
Pandemic was made for the hustlers.
I definitely feel like pandemic-wise, it weeded out the reals from the fakes.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Right? For sure.
Like, there's a lot of people who were talking it, because social media is like that, right? It's perception. There's a lot of perception. So pandemic definitely made like the people who are just using perception as a means to get up.
Yeah.
It was one of those things where they're saying like there's certain people they had meat in the patty, and there's some people they was all flakes.
All flakes.
And so like pandemic definitely showed the flakes, but the people who had the meat though, like I know for me, like it was hard, bro. It was to be on the move so much and then to just stop. Like it was, I was tweaking in the crib, bro. Like I have something, I gotta do something, bro. Like I don't know what to do, and like they telling you can't go nowhere. It was crazy.
And it's crazy because before the pandemic started, like the year before, what was the pandemic? 2019, 2020?
2020.
2019, that's when I started traveling.
Yeah.
Like I'm outside. So when they was like, yo, you can't go nowhere, I'm like, damn.
Just got starting to get a feel for it.
Starting to get a feel for it. But you know what's crazy? During the pandemic, I was traveling, but you gotta be more aware. Like you gotta wear masks on the airplane. If you don't got the mask on, you gotta get off the plane. That's why I know it was serious. But I was also scared too, though. Like when somebody coughed, I'm like, oh, hold on.
Yeah, bro. Any
Hold on,
cough,
buddy.
sneeze, everybody like,
Like, you sneeze? Oh no. You sneeze, that's like oh shit, like yo, you good? Like I was scared, like, but I think this whole COVID, I think it was like a bad flu. Ain't no way you dying from come on, man.
yeah, but
But it did. People did check though, bro. Keep it big. Yeah.
it definitely showed us that like we are this, like we bleed the same, but our bodies are still different. Because the simple fact that like for me, I never got COVID, and I didn't stop. Like my work ethic diminished because as a host in weddings and people can't congregate, but there were people who were still like, yo, I'm still doing this. They doing backyard stuff. So I was like, yo, you want me? I'm here, dog.
But at first too, though, I think when I used to hear like people had COVID, I thought it was like, and I want to be mindful because you want to be sensitive to the people that actually was affected by this drug.
Right.
But I thought it was like life and death, bro. So when
Yeah.
I heard like, remember in the NBA when Rudy Gobert, I think he started it, they shut it down. Then they was like, yo, Kevin Durant had it. Like I was sad, bro.
Yeah.
But then he looked fine, like you know what I
Yeah.
mean. Then they coming up, so it's like everybody was starting to. I'm thinking it's like
A death
very
sentence.
few people when they have it. I'm like, damn, imagine if
It's
Bron
over.
get it where my.
So you was treating it like it was cancer, basically.
Yeah, I'm thinking because we
Yeah.
shut the world down in my mind. Yeah, I'm thinking, yo, this is.
Before they got a grasp of it, like they thought it was just like
You see,
death.
and it was crazy because like when COVID happened, when they were seeing people dying, I'm like, all right, yo, when people in our neighborhood start dying,
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
different. It hit different.
Especially the numbers kept going up.
yo, I be at the gym. That's just 1 million people, like such and such, like on the news, and 1 million. I'm like, come on, man.
So like Sully, you was telling us that like throughout the pandemic when you got fired, you was like, I'm gonna focus on photography more. Like what are other thoughts that were going through your mind? Like aside from that though.
I mean, I was already like not to get too deep, but you know,
No,
I
get deep.
did
No,
a
get
lot
deep.
of,
Get deep.
I did, I
Pause.
did it.
Pause. Get deep.
Get deep. Yeah.
I told y'all we gonna have fun with this.
We did a lot. I did a lot of self-reflecting, like just being at home, just you know, you can't go anywhere. Like and me, I'm the type I got to be on the move, but just staying at home, I did a lot of self-reflecting, like. And at the time when I was working at the airport, like I didn't know, like I was depressed because I just thought like, this is my life. It is what it is. Like I'm just keep punching in.
Autopilot, you know.
Yeah, I'm
You
gonna
gotta
just keep
clock
punching in.
in.
It is what it is. Like, so like when COVID came, it was like a gift and a curse. Like,
Blessing in disguise.
yeah, exactly. So like because that's where I found my love for photography. Like, well, I had love for photography, but that's when I really started to like get into my career in that, and like it just
You stopped to smell the roses.
yeah, and it just went crazy ever since. But you know,
But even with that run though, just from like as your brother from the outside looking in, pretty sure Benji, you could attest, like Shy from
Yeah,
you watching
bro.
them, you went on a run in 2020.
You still going.
Like
what you mean?
and what I'm trying to figure out too, like, did you feel like you went too hard? Like, do you feel like you burnt out? Because when I'm from watching it, we're people that experience burnout, so I know when we had our runs where we was just going nonstop. But when I was wild, I used to tell you like, bro, I hope you good, I hope you rest, because you was just every week you shooting, like every week.
and I know we talked about this off air, but yeah, it got so overwhelming.
yeah.
And I was just like, cause it was just me. I was a one-man team, and I was getting bookings left and right every day, and then it started to become like a job. So I started like seeing that I'm not doing people edits right, I'm not communicating right, I'm like taking time with the edits to get back to the people. It started getting crazy, and I was juggling 2 businesses with my Soleil brand, the photography brand. Like, so I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna just cool off the photography for right now.
But did y'all think, just for anybody, y'all could chime in, do y'all think because we was forced to be home, that exposed, not like us not having like social skills, but just making us realize that, yo, if the world was shut down, we got a lot to work on because of how technology was incorporated. Because when we was home, now you forced to be with your siblings or your parents, like, we didn't have that luxury to escape. So for me, I was like he said, I was really losing my mind, bro. I'm used to really high frequency. I'm overstimulated. I need to be doing a lot of different things. So I used to just go for drives, going nowhere, no destinations, because I needed to really get a grip. And that's also had to make me catch myself like, yo, you got to be able to relax too. It's an issue if you can't be still. So being still was a thing that exposed me. I'm like, yo, I can't be still, because I was really in the crib pacing sometimes. I'm like, yo, I gotta do something.
And it's crazy though, cause you like what you do so much. Yeah. You work. Like, and you just forget about your own self. Yeah. You start putting everything around you first, but you forget about your own self.
That's what it taught me.
You get what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, you really forget about yourself. Yeah. Cause you want to get to the next level. Once you get to the next level, you gotta get to the other level. One thing I know about hustling and doing business and being what you want to do, you're never satisfied.
True.
Yeah.
True. It's a blessing and a curse.
You're never satisfied. Like me personally, I'm never satisfied, and it's bad.
It's
I
bad, bro.
work, and then at points my body crashes.
Yeah.
Talk about it, dog.
I wake up in the morning, it's like it's 8 o'clock. I got a headache.
Yeah.
I gotta go to sleep. Like, we gotta get this shit done. Like, it gotta get done today. Like, it's 8 in the morning. Ain't no way I get. I'm drinking water, lemon, everything. I got a headache.
No, but it's that's real though. Like,
Yo,
like
Benji,
pandemic definitely, like that's what it taught me. Like that's what I got out of it. Like a lot of people went through like their mental health problems and this, that, and the third with pandemic.
Yeah.
I'm blessed that like I started my mental health journey already.
Yeah.
So like pandemic was allowed me to like block out all the outside noise, right? Because it was no outside noise. But like something that I realized was that like I couldn't sit still. Like yo,
Yeah.
I felt so bad taking naps throughout the day. Like my sleep schedule was crazy. Like, you know, I was napping at 4 o'clock till 8, up until 2, go to sleep, wake up at 11, you know, and it was weird. And I would wake up
yeah.
at like 6
I was on
p.m.
Clubhouse
from
a
a
lot.
nap after I ate food.
Clubhouse.
You know what's crazy
When
about
you're living on
you know
Clubhouse.
one thing about the pandemic, and I feel so bad. I start to learn the people in my household more. Like I want my siblings.
Yeah.
I never knew they could do this, they could do that. Like, and I just learned them. We just learned each other. Like it made us
Closer.
because I'm never in a house.
Yeah.
I'm never in the house. So during the pandemic, I'm in the house. Or my sisters, they like this, they don't like this. My brothers like this, they don't like that. That made me think like, damn, like, if it wasn't for this pandemic,
You wouldn't even.
I wouldn't even be knowing what y'all be doing. Like, you get what I'm saying? Like, it just slowed life down for me. Like, pandemic slowed life down for me completely. Like, I just think I was going on a roller coaster, and I needed to be stopped. So once the pandemic came, I'm just like, damn, like, it's bad, but I need this. It was like a break for me.
Yeah.
So like as entrepreneurs, right? Like, you know, we all have our brands, we all have our things that we go. Like, how did going into pandemic, how did it affect business wise? Like, and then also on the opposite side of things, how do you think it is for you now, post pandemic?
Business side, it is different because I was running the store, so
So like I can give you an example from me, right? So like as a host MC, you know, I was doing a lot of weddings. Like pre-pandemic, like I don't know how to really explain it to people, but like it's a feeling that I had, right? And that feeling was like, yo, like it's kind of like how you're on a runway on a plane, it's about to take off. Like it's like, fam, I'm about to take off. Like I'm one call away from doing something crazy.
I didn't have a business like pre-pandemic.
Yeah, so
I had a
the
business
pandemic-
during the
yeah.
pandemic.
Oh,
it made
I
you, it forced you to get
yeah,
up.
I started during the pandemic.
so talk to me about that.
Both of them, like my photography
You really,
and my
all birthed
labor.
from that.
Yeah, but you know, it stems from the photography and just going along with that.
So post pandemic now, like from you talked about being overwhelmed and this, that, and the third. Like, do you look back and like think of pandemic as a blessing in itself? Yeah.
For sure, unfortunately.
Yeah. It sucks to say, but it is a lot of people that benefited from it.
I low-key thrived in the pandemic. Like, and I just started working. I was just like, this is something I love to do. So I just kept doing it.
Yeah.
Till I got burnt out.
Yeah.
But
Have you figured out about like it's because I know for pandemic itself.
I definitely cause I was doing weddings, engagements, birthdays. I was doing a lot of things, but I had to slow those type of stuff down, and I just focus on my own creative stuff. So I do my own soleil photography or something like that. Or if somebody calls, a youth call, I'ma do it. So it depends on who you are.
Somebody gotta do it.
Somebody got to do it. If you the right person, I'ma do it. Yeah, for sure.
That's love. That's love. What about you, Benji?
Yeah, Benji, what's your situation like?
Like I said, it was different for me because I got a store, so people gonna come regardless, right? But dealing with inspections and everything, they wanted different stuff. Like we got to pull up a glass window.
Yeah.
Like we were closed early. When the pandemic first happened, though, I was going through so much. I didn't even open the store.
Yeah, you had to get yourself right.
I was so locked in because I told you, like my pops got sick, my uncles and them, they all getting sick. So I wouldn't say I was depressed, but I wasn't in the right state of mind. At the time, I was just like, all right, I'm done. I was going to Arkham. I'm done to Arkham now. Like, we got to do this shit online. Like, it's quiet now. So I'm just like, I was rapping, but I was in a dark space, so I couldn't really
Get
into the creative, like, this being Benji, I couldn't do that, like, cause there's so much going on. All right, so now I gotta run the shop now, cause I got my mom, my siblings, And then everybody in the neighborhood asking like, what's going on? So now it was like, it took me 2 weeks to really get in motion. So when I got in motion, I just started putting everything together. I just started like a bakery. Everybody like bread and croissants. All Africans like, not even Africans, everybody. They gonna come through for the bread.
The scones.
So I just grabbed some the other day.
Yeah, I just started doing shit to elevate us. You get what I'm saying? But for me to get to that point, I start seeing how much smiles I put on people's faces. You get what I'm saying? When people see me on a regular, they happy. So I'm like, I could do this. Yeah. But at one point, I was a one-man team. Everybody at home. I'm the only one that's doing this by myself. Yeah. So I get overwhelmed. Yeah. So I see how people work until they die. Yeah. Like, yo, motherfuckers be working. Early grave, I'm sorry. People really be working for 30, 40 years, and they taking a walk and they die. Yeah.
But that's where America, like, you know, I don't want to get deep, but...
Dude.
Just America, you got to keep working until you die.
Yeah. Which one I look at?
You got to look at... This right
if you're working hard,
talk about it.
You're an entrepreneur. You got a business, so you really working every day. Take that flight and go on that vacation. Yeah. Even if it's a 3-day weekend, turn your phone off. Do what you got to do. Whoever you dealing with, that's quiet. Just relax. Mentally, your mental is first. Put that mental first, man.
No, man, that's facts.
Because you're never gonna be satisfied when it comes to this.
Yeah.
And even diving more, like I like the question he asked, like because I know how I felt when we knew outside was opening back up.
Yeah.
When y'all knew outside was opening back up, now y'all really about to get back to what y'all doing, or even with you. So now you looking like, all right, I know I had a run during COVID. I don't know how this is gonna look now, going back to normal world. So what was y'all mind frame? Did y'all feel like y'all was still used to the pandemic? Was it hard to get adjusted back to the real world the same way we had to adjust?
I think for me, I can't wait for this shit to be over with. This whole pandemic phase, I can't wait for it to be over with. Like when it started to the ending, I kept telling myself like, oh, only the strong gonna survive this. Yeah. We going through a storm right now. I need this to be over. This hurricane, I need this to be over. So when it was over, I was ready, but I wasn't ready for the changes. Yeah. Oh yeah. Because when they opened outside back up, everything changed completely.
There was a lot of restrictions.
A lot of restrictions.
You had to be vaxxed up to be in certain places.
You gotta be no vaccination.
Even events, they was giving you limits. It's like, oh, you gotta do 150 people. I'm like, dog, we do 800 people. How we gonna go to? It's like it's putting us in a pickle.
And it's crazy because one cough and y'all all sick.
Mad long, yo.
I got an old soul, bro. I just said that.
Yeah.
I be acting like I'm 40, bro.
Wow.
I be drawing, bro.
No, I love it though.
At the time of the pandemic, like everybody could be fine. Like you go to a wedding, everybody fine. One person cough, y'all all sick.
Yo.
Nah, facts.
You wake up the next day, your body aching.
Yo. I'm trying to tell you, when I say God bless me, bro, God bless me. Because there's mad times where, like, one, I never stopped working throughout the pandemic. It was just, you know, people were doing what they wanted to do. They want me to do it. All right, bet. Well, because, yo, my whole business, like, I was booming, and then it was like, imagine having 20 and going to 3. And it's like, oh, my goodness, what can I do?
What just happened?
Yeah, so, like, I was taking bookings left and right to see, and then, like, I had to adjust pricing, too, because, you mean, like, I can't charge you what I would charge you because it's going from a wedding venue to backyard, like, yo, it's a backyard wedding. I can't really charge you just that there. So but when I tell you I still was flown out in different areas, still around people, never got COVID, bro. Never got.
But some people got COVID. They didn't know.
I
don't know if I had COVID.
Yeah, I don't know.
I was in the same event with people who got negative, and I still didn't get COVID, bro.
And it was a mind thing because you start coughing or your chest start hurting for some others. You be like, damn, I got COVID.
Everything seems like COVID, bro.
Yeah, I wouldn't know if I had
COVID. 3 times, like, yo, it's COVID.
From the symptoms, like,
because they got flu symptoms.
You can't like smell.
My roommate had got COVID. He lost his sense of smell and taste for 2 months.
Yeah, I ain't getting none of that.
So what he eating? How he eating?
I mean, he still was eating.
Oh, yo, people did lose their.
But like,
yo,
I remember the one time.
I mean,
we had got some Jamaican food from
one
down
of my
the
friends
street.
was like, yo, smell me, make sure I'm on point. I'm like, come
yo,
on, bro.
we got him a plate. He got him a plate, and everybody's eating. I had went to go to the room, came back, and he was like, he was down. I'm like, you good? It's like, fam, I can't taste this, and I know it's good.
Yo, I just thought about this. You said you lost your taste. I
He
just
lost
processed
his taste,
that.
bro. He couldn't
Damn, that's
taste
crazy.
it.
That means somebody that can't cook, he gonna make them happy.
That's crazy.
All he gotta do is smile right here, and this good. She good.
Oh, but you know, it's one thing I noticed that was going on during the pandemic, and I want to see y'all thoughts on this too. I don't know if I didn't really agree with it, but a lot of people, you know, a lot of people got the stimmies. They got the checks in it. But I saw people making posts like, oh, if you didn't start this business, you wasted your pandemic. I'm like, yo, but I don't like when people force feed entrepreneurship. If somebody wanted to, I don't care what the kids did with their money. Some of us, I'm not gonna lie, if you're an entrepreneur and you use that to your advantage, that was a beautiful thing. But what y'all think about that whole narrative that people should have used their
I got
money?
the stimmies. I put
think-
that joint right in my business.
I think.
I bought me a new camera.
I think.
My biggest drop that year,
Lens.
Nightfall collection.
So like for regular people, when the stimmies and the PUAs and everything drop, the people that mess their money up, I can't blame them because people never
Some of
seen
them never
money like
touched that
that.
type of paper though.
Come on, bro.
What you expect for somebody
they go crazy.
somebody who never seen money?
You go
they
to the
gonna get
mall.
excited. You give
go
them
to
that
the
type of money.
mall. Gucci ran out. They sold out everything. Louis Vuitton sold out everything. That's the hood mentality. But guess what though? Mom's still in debt.
I'm gonna give it a beat. I can't respect that, bro.
No, you can't say that. You can't respect that. But for them, that's like.
But talk about it. So what was your angle on that?
It's just because my whole thinking process is like, if you got something you never got before, right? You wanna have like more of that. You get what I'm trying to say? Like you don't want to just spend that and be broke in 2 months and like it's like now you robbing people.
Don't make it a
Yeah.
moment, make it a lifestyle.
Make it a lifestyle.
But-
But maybe for some of them, you know, sometimes the learning curve with that is the appreciation comes from that lesson. Because sometimes people, if you never had something, you're not gonna know how to appreciate it. I think we all got siblings here. Think about when we always looking out for our young boys. They don't know. They never worked. So at some point, until they know how it's like to earn
it
their own
wasn't just
money.
young
and-
boys though.
Yeah, it was even some people. Money management is a real thing. It's a real thing.
It's more important to save, like manage money than, like a person that could save is much better than the person that get money all the time. Yeah. You're gonna be in a better situation if you know how to save than when you just getting money.
Because you think about
Yeah.
our parents, you know, like we're all immigrants here, you know what I'm saying? Like, yo, the minimum wage back then was crazy low. How did they do everything that they did for us?
Save.
But that's what I'm saying. I feel like we're just in a different time. Like
It's just
we
different
hear
times,
stories, you hear rappers, you know, our environment, rappers, like basketball players. They get up, then they go broke. Like I think you
'cause they
should,
can't save.
you should be able to learn from that. So when you get something like that, you should be able to be like, yo, like I want more of this. Like,
But
That's
what can I-
financial literacy, though.
financial
We
literacy,
need more
yeah.
of that in our communities because a
Yeah.
lot of people, you gotta understand, we even use the term, you see how we say hustlers a lot? Think about what we're saying. We actually, a lot of us know how to make that first money, but a lot of people don't know how to keep it coming.
And make the
That's
money
the
make money
mentality.
for
We don't know
you.
how to make the money work for ourselves or keep a residual income because we just taught to hustle by any means, make a way, find a way. But we really got to understand the way money works and the way business works. Business is an actual science behind it. Like, it's a lot of ways we operate that's not really
Data,
business savvy. You feel me?
analytics.
Like this for all y'all. If $1 million drop on you right now, right? Yes, you're gonna put it towards a business and everything. That first 100,000 going out the window.
Benji, I'm gonna tell you this right now.
Bro, I used to stretch $20, bro.
Bro, I think about that every day.
Every day.
Like, I map that out every day. Like, yo, if Jay-Z calls me out of the blue and just like, next thing you know, I got $1 million. Bro, I've been able to figure out exactly where those are going. I have so many business ideas and this, that, and third. But you're absolutely right.
What, like the 100K gonna go out to the first 100K?
Yeah, yeah, absolutely.
I don't know
I
yet,
factored
bro.
that in. Like, yo, all right, boom.
Because
this amount of money,
this what I'm saying, though.
having
You know,
fun with it.
and I know, because I know some of y'all personally, a lot of us come from positions where we had to pitch in at ages we ain't even want to, bro. I
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
come from a single parent household,
Yeah.
had to help moms out. So
Yeah.
our situation, we understand money used to be tight, bro.
Yeah.
Like, we done stretch money, bro.
Yeah.
You'd be surprised what I used to do with $100 in a week, bro.
What?
Bus fare, this, food, like we really, like, we come from that understanding, and I'm appreciated from our upbringing because now this is what's helping us with that discipline because it comes back to discipline too. That's why I keep saying that if people understand the importance of that, you're gonna make better decisions. But right now, I'm like, we done.
All you had to do was go to the Poppies.
And what I had to say,
get a platter, $5.
what I had to say, the pandemic,
Live below your means.
the pandemic changed people behavior wise. When people start getting money, they start getting
Boisterous.
Oh, I can't do this.
It wasn't even money, even status. When we was on Clubhouse, because I know we not gonna act like Clubhouse wasn't a thing.
Yeah.
People got on there and try to lead with their influence, like their following. Like if you had the most followers, you feel like you could just talk over everybody. I'm like, yo, people like, what are you talking about, bro? You don't even make sense when you talking right now.
People, they adequate their following to like their bank account. It's like, fam, you don't even have this.
I'm following
You don't have this.
But even if you do got the bank account, you don't talk to people like that.
Yeah.
Or you don't act like that. Or like
You
a lot
act
of
like
people
that.
don't. A lot of people not cool what they did once because of the pandemic.
That's crazy.
A lot of people.
That's real.
I know
crazy.
people that made $300,000-$400,000 in the pandemic, but today they don't got it.
Yeah.
Social media, they flexing for the wrong thing. They fucked the bag up.
Yeah.
And when you're a hustler, that's the worst position you want to be, fucking the bag up.
Yeah. No, for
Yeah,
sure.
bro.
That's absolutely. So like, there's something I definitely wanted to touch on because we kind of was speaking a whole lot off camera. So as you already see, the Sully drip is here.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
What's up?
You feel me? I got mine in the trunk apparently. You know what I mean? You know what I mean?
He got the VVS's.
So like something that we talked about is the rose, and you kind of alluded that the rose had a special meaning.
It does.
So definitely want to talk
Let's talk
about
about it, bro.
You know, like I said off air, you know, this is like the most consistent I ever been with the brand and everything. But also this year, it's like I did a lot of growing. You know, been through a lot of things. You know, a lot of dark times. So, you know, I was just like, you know what, I need something to like represent me at this moment. So when I was going through a lot of things during the year, I was just like, yo, this rose can mean, you know, resilient.
Yeah.
Resiliency, like, so that's what the rose mean, like, you know. You don't gotta wait for other people to give you your own flowers. You know what I'm saying? You can be proud of like
That part
what
right
you
there,
did,
bro. That's
or what you done did throughout the year.
That's
So,
crazy, man.
so the rose, you know, that's what
But
I'm
at one point when you was designing, you know, I'm gonna put flowers on them shits. Like I'm gonna put roses on there. What made you, out of everything that's going on, what made you pick a rose?
to give myself my own flowers. Yeah, to give myself my own flowers. I ain't gotta wait for people to come tell me like, yo, I'm proud of what you did. You can be proud of yourself. You can pat yourself
People
on the
wait on
back.
validations on their own life, bro. That's heavy, bro.
Now, and honestly speaking too, like it is so much deeper meaning to that too. You might not even think about it, like the rose itself, like is regarded as a symbol of love. You know,
And growing too.
You know, growing.
Yeah, that's strong. Grow from the ground, right?
If you people, you know, a lot of people get the bouquets, this, that, and third, but you know that was handled. You seen a rose itself right off the bush, yo, it has thorns in it. You know what I'm saying? There's beauty in that process, and there's a lot of people, especially pandemic, man. Like, it showed me yet again. Like, I already was in that position to see, like, yo, it's about the journey, not the destination.
Yeah.
But like pandemic definitely showed, like we talked about, like it was a lot of people who weren't really about that life.
Yeah.
And pandemic showed, because it's like when you got that foundation, you got the sturdiness. This is just a speed bump.
Yeah.
But certain people, man, they hit that bump and they whole vehicle,
Check engine light on.
everything.
Let's talk about it, bro.
Everything, and it was good. And you looked over and it was like, wow, like you really wasn't about this.
Yeah, but that take time. Timing is everything.
Everything, bro.
They gonna show their true colors at one point. It's just gonna take time.
You know, the smoke will clear.
Smoke gonna clear. When the smoke clear, yeah.
That starts
smoke
spitting
back, yeah,
right
it's
now.
gonna
I'm
clear.
Smoke gonna clear.
It gotta clear.
I'm heavy on that. I'm heavy
Yeah,
on
it
that.
can get smoky, but one day the sun gonna shine though.
I feel that.
One
I'm
day.
gonna keep it being. I appreciate you even assisting this topic, bro. Cause you know we had our topics lined, but you was the one that pitched it to us, and I told Shaman, he was like, "Yo, this, yeah, let's get into it, bro. This really was a needed conversation, bro.
Sure.
Appreciate y'all, man. But before we leave, now I want to do something a little fun, man. Like just thinking about the pandemic. There's a lot of ways we could talk about our journey. You just gotta use one word to just summarize what you learned. If you had to just use a word to just summarize, this was what I learned. My takeaway from the pandemic. What's that word that come to mind, bro?
Survival.
Okay.
And it's a lot simple, but that's
Heavy.
Survival.
That's heavy.
I mean, I was resilient.
Resilient.
I know, you know.
Oh,
the irony, but you know.
Bro, you can say that. What's wrong with resilient?
No, that's good. That's
Stay resilient. For real, you had to stay resilient.
like
for a while.
that.
You had to.
Stay resilient.
You had to.
Shout out about you.
I'm trying to think. I'm trying to be different.
You trying to say something nobody thinking about.
Yo, facts.
Yo, don't kill yourself, bro. Just think something.
I don't know. Coming from pandemic, what did I learn?
Yeah.
Rest.
I didn't learn that though, but I feel you though.
Rest.
It's crazy because nowadays I sleep the most.
Yeah,
Like
I do that because of age now.
Before pandemic, I didn't do it, but now, like, I give myself grace to be able to nap. Like,
Yeah.
as simple as that it is, like, or just days where it's like, I know I'm not gonna do nothing today, and it's cool. Like, before I'd never let myself do that, but like today, I'm not doing nothing. Whatever, I'll pick everything back up tomorrow. Like, I literally tell people like, no, not today.
Yeah, not today. And it's crazy though. Like we said earlier, mentally, take that trip, man. It's good for your mental.
Wait, what's the word?
Go to Sojo.
Yeah, he think we not gonna listen.
I be catching him.
He like,
I be catching him.
My word. All right, I'm gonna close it.
Yeah. See,
I won't be real with myself. I don't want to say a word just to sound. You feel me? It's 30. I'm gonna have to really think about it. I'm gonna just say, more or less, reinvention. You feel what I'm saying? I'm gonna say that because you know, in life sometimes you got to reinvent the wheel.
Yeah.
But oftentimes we see that coming. This was a situation where we didn't see that coming, but we was forced to adapt. So so when we had to adapt, sometimes you just got to reinvent the wheel. Like before the pandemic happened, this was my craziest run. Like business wise, everything was clicking, and it's like when that stopped, it was hard for me to catch myself to be like, things could get better. Because I'm like, what could get better than this? I'm on college. We finally got the campus on locks right now. Sales doing good. We was on that tour every week. We doing fashion shows. We're planning our biggest show yet. It's everything. We started a mentoring program. We started the talk show. Like everything you could think about. That was the most jam-packed our business was. Like everything you could think about was clicking on all cylinders.
that show
And then
was
for
about
it
to
to
be the
just
biggest
stop.
one we was about to do too.
No, that took me some really getting used to.
Yeah, reinvention.
I love what y'all doing, man.
Y'all motivate.
This is a crazy. I don't know if they can see the setup, but the setup is crazy.
Yeah, this shit right here, man, this for like, you know what I mean? This is like, I'm telling you, like a BET Awards, man. Damn, you got me feeling important. I got the shit on me and all that.
Yeah, I mean, you know, it's for raw conversations, for real conclusions.
Yeah.
Man. That's what we try to do.
You know, you've been doing this thing out here for a long time. Man.
Somebody got to do it. Somebody had to
Your
do it.
team, doing your thing, juggling a lot of things. We got the
appreciate
pop-up
it,
shop
man.
coming. You know, one in New York, one in Philly.
One in New York.
You mean
You in
Sean
New York?
doing this thing,
Yeah.
the MC, the dance
Favorite
classes.
host.
That's MC.
Come on, man.
That's MC.
I love what y'all doing, man.
Y'all host your party, man. Y'all gonna dance all night.
You hear me?
Yo, the funny part is though, like, I really enjoy when like my peoples get to see it in person, right? Cause like y'all always show love online. You feel me? So, but when like it was your cousin, right?
My sister.
It was his sister.
Yeah.
Oh wow. Like when I hosted her,
That was
her
heavy.
wedding, bro. Like having y'all there was like, yeah.
No, I feel that. Yeah, he definitely did.
Yeah, like and that was
Yeah.
rocking. That was rocking. That was a good time.
This was a good joint, though, man. Listen,
Yeah, appreciate y'all.
many more to come, dog.
Thank you.
Appreciate y'all, man. Yeah.
Somebody got to do
Yes,
it.
sir.
Somebody got to do it.
Somebody.
And for all the people watching, of course, man, thank y'all for tuning in. I hope this conversation can at least help one person out there because I know we all went through the same thing. Different emotions, but we always dealing with the world being shut down together. So thank y'all. As always, we appreciate the constant support. Make sure y'all like, share, subscribe. And we see y'all next time. Let's get it.
Let's get it.
So-
Somebody gotta do it. Thank you for tuning in to SGDI Talks. We appreciate your continued support. And if any of the conversations really resonate within you, make sure you subscribe. Aside from subscribing, make sure you share this content with anyone you think will benefit from it. Again, we appreciate your continued support, and let's continue the conversation.